personally don't like the Chun Gill matchup. I don't play it enough, and as you'll see in these matches, I don't really play too well in the beginning, but we'll go over it. That's how the mindset is when you're first starting a tournament. You look at the character, you look at the character select. I didn't know who he was until he played, and it was Gill, and I was like, okay. The first thing that pops up in your mind is, okay, what's the things that are punishable, right? He has lariat, he has knee drop that I think is like, very negative. He has a certain normals. He has fireballs that you kind of want to jump, and he also has, be able to use crouching fierce and V skill as a parry and stuff like that. Yeah, let me lower that even more. I know my mic is kind of low, but let me lower this. I haven't used this in a long time, so let me know if that's better. Let me know if that's a little bit better. If not, I can raise the mic volume a little bit. Cool. Oh, awesome. Alright, so let's go into it. Enough of the chitter chatter. Let's go into the match. And even though you know the results, even though you win and you lose, I know one of the hardest things to do is be able to go back and look at matches that you lose. And even though I win these matchups, there are going to be sets I don't win the tournaments, spoiler alert. So obviously there's going to be matches that I lose, and it's good to see weakness. Even in wins, you can see a lot of weaknesses and stuff like that. So, like I said, the first match, Gill. I try to see what the matchup is in my mind. Obviously, it's not perfect. Obviously, there's things to look for and to work on. But I kind of go in confident, thinking, we'll just play my game, play what Chun can do. I don't really fear this matchup too much, because it's not like, I don't think it's a bad matchup for Chun. I'm pretty sure it's, probably in her favor slightly. But I just don't have enough info. I need to play like longer sets. Gill. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on the display so we can see everything that's going on, and expect a lot of pauses and stuff like that. So I'm kind of just feeling out the neutral a little bit. I try to go under these fireballs, it's not working. So the goal right here is to go under fireball like here. If Chun can get under these pokes, you don't want to force yourself to jump. If you jump late, it's pretty much you're asking to get hit with crouching fierce, with a parry, things like that. So it's not very smart. The smarter thing to do is to go under them. However, the fireballs do go in different speeds. You got your light fireball, your ice fireball, which is very slow. He's got the fire one, which goes pretty fast. And his goal is kind of similar to Chun in a way, where he wants to pressure you with fireball and allow the fireballs to help him get in the spacing. Obviously, Chun beats him in the neutral, but he has the fireball, so he's actually doing the right play. Use the fireballs to kind of disrupt Chun's spacing and neutral, and allow that to get in. So my job is to go under it, but I'm not doing a very good job at that. So here's my chance of getting in, and I punish the parry. Not great, but I still get a poke, which is good. Here comes the parry. See, there you go again, right here. And I'm gonna be backing up a lot just to show you guys. So once he knocks me down, he's throwing an ice ball that's very slow. The reason why is because, again, he wants to use this to approach Chun. And as you can see him doing it, he's using this to dash up twice. And then I was able to go under, but I was a little bit too early. Oh no, actually I go under it. Okay, well that was the right play for me. Get to jump in on the fireball. And now I have the corner pressure. And so this is also another thing that's really important, is when you have someone cornered, it's very easy for yourself to want to go for these guesses of like dashing in, of being aggressive and kind of putting pressure, right? You think corner, you think pressure. I had the mindset of kind of letting him see what he's gonna do. I'm expecting a jump, and expecting maybe a knee drop kind of scenario. Maybe even a fireball that I can poke under with crouching middle button. I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to play chill. I'm going to see what he's gonna do and allow him to maybe hang himself so he can get some more damage or setups. So I don't want to make a mistake. I want to keep him in the corner. That's my goal. And he actually leaves drop with that jump into the thing. So this is punishable. I think it's. Well, let's actually go back and see how punishable that is. And so this is -7, -6. So now that I know and that can help me, there's a couple things that I could probably try. I could do minimum punch V skill. Crouching middle kick is 7 frames, so I don't want to do crouching middle kick. The easiest thing to do is something that I know is guaranteed. Go for a jab. I could have elected to go to EX legs, or if I had more buttons, the better punish would be crouching light kick into spinning bird, light spinning bird. I don't have that, so obviously at the highest level Chun players are gonna be like, why didn't you do this? Well, it's because I can't. So I elect to just do legs. It's not the best thing because I don't get a knockdown. Your goal is to try to get something into a knockdown if you can. If you can't, just get some kind of punish. So I elect to do jab into leg. And, you know, I get to keep going, and I'm backing him to the corner, so that's always really good. Okay. And yeah, he's kind of like, you know, his spiral pressure is going in. So now here comes the big problem. Now he's activated V-trigger, and unfortunately after this exchange, I'm not really ahead of him like I think I feel like I should be. Right? I feel like I've been winning this matchup a lot, or winning this match, or at least this round, by a huge margin, but I'm really not. He's actually just brought it back, and now I gotta contend with his V-trigger. He likes to use V-trigger 1, which allows him to throw the fire, you know, like the fire meteors and stuff from full screen. I have to be very careful, not to throw fireballs, kind of block. Let's see how it goes. I remember I don't really do well against this. See that? I can't believe that anti-aired me. I was kind of nuts. Let's go back and watch that. I thought I had a clean jump in, and right there, like, I felt like that should have hit, but he's actually invincible? I've never seen this happen. I was very surprised when it happened in tournament. So, like, how? Like, you know, like, how is he invincible? I need to actually ask, like, some Gill players, like, why are they invincible? Like, my leg is literally going right through his head, and I didn't get a hit or a trade or anything, so, something that I just didn't know, and now I know, so, invincible, at least the top half of them. And so, yeah, I'm not taking a lot of damage. I'm trying to be careful. And he just, yeah, gets me with these hits. And so, this is -2. Oh, so it's only -2. It's not even punishable. But I'm at this point in this match where I need to activate V-trigger. He's already done with his. I need to find a way to activate mine. Not only just for just to swing the momentum, but also kind of steal any turns that he's going to do, or kind of solidify my turn, maybe get him a little nervous. So I go for EX. Unfortunately, it wasn't even a punish, but he went for a jump or a button or anything, and my EX legs was able to overcome it. So I get the hit, and I get some combo damage, and I'm just looking for any kind of setup. So I'm trying to stay on him, go for the overhead, and I luckily get the round off of that. V-trigger 1, you can do overhead into combo, so I went for a good play. It wasn't, you know, he doesn't have anything that's wake up, so I know I have the meaty, so that's pretty good. So start of round 2. After that, doesn't get to convert off of that overhead counter hit. But yeah, that lariat just comes out of nowhere sometimes. And unfortunately, like, I just choose when to go forward, and it's like if you do it at the tip range, I don't think he can get punished. I could be wrong. It could still be -7, or -6. I'm sorry, but it's just it kind of came out really fast. I wasn't expecting it, so I get hit by a lot of this. This is kind of like one of the things that sticks out the most in this matchup. When I remember against him, was I was getting hit by these lariats a lot. Alright, so go for a jump, get a trade, which is, you know, okay. But I am losing this round pretty hard. And again, another lariat, another lariat. You see, like, I'm just trying to walk forward, and I'm not having a good chance at doing that. So I activate V-trigger, and I kind of just did this to kind of back him off. I'm not expecting to get anything like too much out of it unless he kind of chokes or he goes for something aggressive. I'm just kind of trying to use this to back him off. In my mind, I'm like, man, maybe this round is over. I don't know if I can bring this round back because he still has a big life lead. His V trigger is about to come up. But we're gonna see how we can swing the momentum to my side. So I go for the cross up, and this is kind of like something. The only reason I went for this, was because I knew I was in range, and I knew that it would cross him up, and if he wasn't ready, obviously, like, players that can see this coming, he could have crouching fierces anyways. He could have, well, I don't know about parry because I still got the 3 hits off of V trigger. But this is a good thing to just kind of corner him to the other side. I went for it. I thought maybe if this works, great. I got him cornered. If this doesn't work out, I'm screwed. So, unfortunately, that actually worked. I was able to get a combo, put him in the corner. Now I feel like I can win this. Now he's forced to block my stuff again. No wake up, no pressure. So I have to do some sort of meaty. Maybe I should have gone for like a throw here, but I went for more pressure. And as you can see on my meter, I actually have super. So if I can get a good combo or good hit, I could probably kill him. But he does have V-trigger. He could have punished that, didn't punish it. And I missed the V skill. That was so unfortunate. I had the combo, and I did it just too early. Because the thing that I was worried about the most is that I wanted to get the super off of this. So I wanted to do V skill in the air a little late so that I can time myself to do super very, like, easier instead of having to guess. Because doing it to the wall is very hard. Like, you have the smallest window to hit it. It's not like when you're got all the space in the world to do it. So unfortunately, I dropped the combo, and yeah, he tick throw, and I couldn't get it. But again, fortunately for me, the second set of EX legs actually handled the stunned him and got me the win. The reason why I do EX legs is because it's 5 frames and has really good priority, comes out again really fast. I can activate V-trigger if I have it, things like that. So it's a really good tool to use when chasing your opponent or when there's space, especially off of like a tech throw. I do it a lot. So it was a very sloppy first game, but those are to be expected when you're first playing a tournament. I did warm up a little bit before, but it wasn't like a lot. So I just kind of warming up as I'm going. But the first game was like I said, not the best play. But you're still learning. Like, even though I won 2 straight rounds, I didn't feel like I won really like dominate. I didn't dominate him. So I'm okay with just kind of taking this as kind of a learning lesson and then moving on. So let's go ahead and go on to the next game. And so one of the things that I'm taking into consideration is what, not only my adaptations, but what could he be adapting to as well. Quite honestly, he only lost to my V trigger. He didn't really lose to anything else. So it is something that I have to just think about in the next game and say, I just need to do better neutral, better fireball control, and maybe just block those lariat hits a little bit better. Maybe bait him or something. Again, there'll be a common factor in all these. Is you want to turn on the display so you can know what's negative, so you can tell, hey, what's punishable, what's not. All right, let's go. Missed an anti there, but it's okay. So a lot of times, let me kind of explain this a little bit. Now, Ryu, Kuma, and I guess Alex and V-Trigger, but you don't want to do it against Alex. And now Gill, they all have this parry function. And what's good is that because I have this space, I know that they're gonna parry it right there, that they're in a little bit of an animation. The thing about Gill is that he actually parries quite faster, well, much faster than Ryu and Akuma does. So he could have actually punished me. This is something that I have trouble with Gill. I like to dash here and then go for a hit. He could actually middle punch that really quick. But I guess he doesn't know that his parry recovers fast. So he could definitely punish that, or at least counter hit me before I go for that sweep. A lot of times you do this against Ryu and Kuma because you can hit them as soon as they parry, and they have no follow-up. There's no way they can get out. So this is like a good tool for Chun, especially for players that like to use parry a lot on fireballs. You can use this light fireball and dash up, especially if you have the space. If you're too close, it won't work. If you're too far, it'll work, but most of the time people won't go for these players. Oh, also Bison. Bison players like to do the absorb. Nash as well. So you can use this tactic to kind of beat them to the punch, especially if they're going for it and you know you can reach them right before their animation ends, and sometimes crush counter them. A lot of times, especially for like Bison, anytime they go for the absorb, I crush counter them with sweep, get the knockdown, and then continue on. Alright, so I get the sweep. He doesn't get the recover, so I go for the meaty, and this is +6. And allowed me to combo, so I didn't know it. I don't know my frame data that much. But I was able to get a good meaty hit on that back pierce and get a combo for that. So that was a really good meaty. Okay. Another lariat. See, like I'm trying to play neutral and lariat just comes out of nowhere. So my response to the lariat is fireball. Okay, like if I do more fireballs, he can't just lariat me all the time. Unfortunately, I do a sweep, and he can punish it. He just doesn't have the right button for it. But nice V trigger activate, and he's going for the zoning again. There's not much you can do here. You have to just block it. Kind of uses all his V trigger on block. I don't know kind of why. Nice parry on the crossbar stuff, and yeah, he's doing really well here. And so, okay, so let's talk about this real quick, okay? So, here's where, this is what, +5 on block. God damn, that's +5. So, there's a lot of things that can happen here. A lot of times people kind of rush to a decision on whether they're going to get thrown or not. I do go for tech throws. If you could see, anytime on my buttons, if you see a punch with 3 kicks, that's throw, right? So I went for another throw, but I'm blocking. I'm kind of doing it at the end tail of the block stun. You want to do it at the end of the block stun. You don't want to do it early, and you don't want to do it in the middle. You want to do it at the end, because that throw tech will still tech the throw if you're early, or like if it's the next thing he does, because you're doing it toward the end of the block stun. You don't want the animation to come out, but you still want that block stun or that window to be open to where if he does tech, I'm kind of ready for it. But it still gives you the ability to block. So this is like kind of delayed tech. And so I'm still kind of just chilling. I know all this is block plus, so I know I can't be pressing any buttons, but I do choose to press a button soon. And the reason why is because I saw him walk up. Okay, I know we're spending a lot of time on this, but I want to show you the reason why I go for it. So he does that one walk up, right? And so even though I block it right here, I can tell myself, alright, the next time I see him walk up again, I'll go for the jab. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is the time I'm going to go for my jab. And I get the counter hit. And everyone knows, with my Chun, when I get a counter hit on that crouching jab, I'm going to get that crouching middle kick. And I get the spinning bird, get the knockdown. So now what I want to do is go for a V trigger. Again, has no wake up. He could go for super, and I wouldn't have been mad if he did. Probably would have ran into somebody that did super on wake up, but I had to go for it. So I went for the V skill. I thought he was gonna check backwards, but didn't. And so now I gotta find a way to get in. Unfortunately, he didn't punish that. He could have done crouching jab. And then again, after the tech, I usually go for EX legs. It's just a kind of a habit of mine, don't tell anybody. But it kind of worked. Got the beat. Now this is 0 on block. If he had a 3 frame, he could beat me. I went for a crouch jab, and not a lot of people do really well. You can do crouch jab, and this is a big punish. I mean, you have V trigger 1. If you want someone to jump, you know. Unfortunately, you didn't get to parry the rest of it. I don't know if you could still parry. I believe you could, but I wasn't able to get a combo. And then this is where you can just do a bunch of damage. Jump and then into the X leg. Gill doesn't have a lot of life, so it's very hard for him to do anything in this situation. So I stole that round. Honestly, I just stole it. Again, he just didn't deal with my V trigger very well. You know? I didn't play well, but again, I'm not playing very well. I'm getting kind of like dominated. I honestly, like, these 3 straight rounds, or like basically 3 straight rounds now, he was winning the rounds. It just kind of come back. I kind of bring it back. So it's not a really good play by me, but it's good kind of like clutch that I have to hold it down and win. Okay. So the crossover. Now he's in the corner. Now I feel like I'm in here. I missed a throw, and he's kind of nervous. Doesn't go for the punish. So I choose to do a reversal here because, again, I don't want to lose the momentum. I don't want to lose any pressure here. He probably could have parried this, but I just want to keep him in the corner. That's my goal. Now he's gonna probably push me away, and if he does, he's gonna use his V trigger. But I'm okay with that. If he uses his V trigger to push me away, perfectly fine with that. And I'm being just super aggressive right here, just trying to get something. Go for my patent stomp mix-up to try to get whatever kind of mix-up I can get off of this. And I have super, so he blocks it, which he's a god for blocking it. I think I could beat, I could probably super that, but I'm not sure. And I could have supered that, and I just go for the super here. I actually dropped it. I popped off a little bit, and then I dropped it. I was so, like, please don't die, and I was able to get that crouching jab. Very sloppy play. Honestly, it was just very sloppy play. It usually happens to me in first rounds like this. And it's okay. Like, I mean, obviously it's something to work on. I wish, I don't know. I guess going back and looking back at this, I think I should have played a little bit more patient, less buttons, try to deal with fireball a little bit better. It is going to be a recurrence in the stream and on these matches, is how I deal with fireball. I feel like I've gotten worse against it, but fortunately for me, I was able to pull it out and get the win and advance to the next round. Cool. So that's the end of that set. Again, I just need to play that matchup a little bit better. I do think Chun wins. It's just I gotta play better.